Hello everybody and welcome to another video on my channel. Today what I want to talk to you about is crystals and how I get them to stick and how I remove them. So this product right here is going to be the spotlight of the video. So if you want to learn about the Ugly Duckling Schtik, just stay tuned. Okay, so this is Ugly Duckling's, one of their newer products, and it is called Schtik It. It's kind of hard to see, it's kind of a chrome finish. But what Schtik It is a gel that is specially made to adhere crystals. I apologize if you can hear my cat in the background. But what Schtik It is just a clear gel. It is a very, very thick gel. And it is a soak off, so you can remove your crystals easily. And it is, I believe it's LED and UV curable. If that is wrong, I will correct myself down here. But it is a very, very thick gel that you put on the nail and then you stick your crystals in. One thing I do notice with the Schtik It is it does smell a little bit like acrylic. So it makes me question whether there's a little bit of acrylic powder or something in it to thicken it up. I'm not sure. All I know is it's an amazing product and works really, really well. So I have actually used Schtik It on my nails to adhere these crystals. They are 6 weeks old. I am in desperate need of a film. This one's different. I showed you guys that one in the video a couple weeks ago. That was using the Vision Gel. But these nails are 6 weeks old. I have only lost one crystal on the side there, and I pick at my crystals, so that is pretty amazing that I have only lost one of them. But how I adhered these was I took a brush and brushed on a thin layer of Schtik It over the entire nail, added my crystals where I wanted them, cured it, came back, and then I just filled around the gaps with a top coat just to seal them all in. And they have lasted amazing. They are not going anywhere. This is what I was using before to adhere my crystals, so it is the Light Elegance Brush On Nail Glue, and this works really, really well as well. It is a glue, so you would just brush it on and then stick your crystals in, and you can only do a couple at a time because it dries in between. However, I glued this lid shut multiple times. Those are teeth marks in it. It always glues shut on me, and I was just getting so frustrated with it. So I was really happy when Ugly Duckling came out with their Schtik It, because I no longer use this glue anymore, and it is just made my life so much easier. You can do clusters, you can do full nails. It works great for caviar beads, for your large crystals, anything. The Ugly Duckling Schtik It is such a versatile product. I absolutely love it. So now I'm about to fill my nails, so I am going to show you how I remove my crystals. So I usually always nip them off. I just find it the quickest and easiest, and especially at the 6-week mark. My crystals have dulled a little bit, so there's no point in reusing them. So I am going to nip them off, but the Schtik It is also soak off, so I might show you guys that as well. Okay, so these are the two products I typically use to nip off my crystals with. I don't even know where these clippers came from. They're just nice and angled, and I find I can really get in around the side ones with these. However, the jaws on them are fairly small, so they will not work for these larger crystals that I have on. And then I also have a pair of ingrown toenail clippers that work really, really well because they're flat on the edge, where some cuticle pushers kind of are down. I don't know, I just find these work better for me. So I alternate between these two, and then sometimes I will have to use my e-file to just kind of break the bond around the crystals. But let's just get started at nipping these off. One thing I've noticed more with the Schtik It is they don't go flying as much. They're kind of held on a little bit better, so they just they almost peel off. Another thing I like about these is I use the tip quite often to kind of get in between of them, and it seems to work really well for me. And as you can see here, the Schtik It is just kind of sort of peeling off with the crystals as well. Like, this is just all the Schtik It. the Schtik-It makes a much easier removal than the glue. I find the glue, I really struggle to get it off. Especially the smaller ones with the glue, I really struggle with those. There we go. It looks really bad right now, but all this on the side is just the Schtik-It gel that just kind of peeled off as I was clipping them. But crystals removed as easy as that. And I'll just throw these out, but if you were to soak them off, you could reuse them on yourself again if you wanted. I definitely don't recommend reusing on different clients, but you can have a little jar you use just for yourself if you would like. But I don't ever really reuse my crystals. I find it's not really worth it. So here what I have is just a dampen dish full of acetone, and I'm just going to soak this hand off. So I'm just going to stick the nail in there, and I'm just going to let it soak in there for about 5 minutes. Okay, so this nail has been soaking for about 5 minutes. It's sort of hard to see. The camera doesn't want to focus on it because it's so sparkly. But you can kind of see in through here that the gel's kind of a little bit, kind of almost puffy and kind of starting to come off. So I'm just going to go in with a orange wood stick and just see if these crystals will come off. And as you see there, they will come off now. It's almost as if the gel turns a little bit gummy almost. But if I were to soak it longer, it would come off easier, but I'm a little impatient and I just want to get these off. I'm just going to put this nail back in the acetone for a little bit longer. I've gotten quite a few off, but these bigger ones are a little bit more stubborn, so I'm just going to go back in the acetone and let it soak a little longer. Here you can see all that gel, the Schtik-It and the top coat that I used. It just peels away once being soaked off. Okay, I think I'm just gonna quickly nip off these other ones. I've gotten all the small ones left. It's just these big ones that I'm just gonna quickly nip off. Okay, so here are the finished results. From this hand, we just strictly nipped them off, and then this hand we soaked the smaller ones off and then nipped the bigger ones. And as you can see, the base of the biggest one is still there, but it would all come off with my e-file. So what you would do next is shorten and then file off and do your fill. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. I know lots of people struggle with crystals, so it's just kind of how I do crystals, mostly the removal process. So I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I think I'm changing my upload schedule to every second Monday. I find just, especially in the summer here, I'm just way too busy to get a video up every week. So my apologies. So just check back every second week, and I hope to be able to follow that schedule a little more closely. Bye for now.